After April 2019, I was like focusing back on my clients again and like to build up my coaching practice. And what's really interesting is the importance of living intentionally, again, which is ultimately what this series is all about. Helping client, you'll hear me say this before, say this again, often days turn into weeks, weeks into months, months into year, and there's no structure around that, and life just happens to us, versus actually like defining what is the ideal day, week, month, year. And it's amazing how some people just can't answer that question. I say amazing because when they're presented with that, it's like, oh, there's a choice. Oh, I can do this. And you're not going to say, get it right. The great thing about the day is I think it's something like 86,000 seconds a day. And imagine it's like a bank account and it's filled, but you need to spend it every day. You need to spend that. And that's the number of seconds we've got. And it resets every day. And the challenge, and often I see this as the theme working with my clients, is like, how can we just focus on what's my ideal day? And then you have that bit of reflection. What did I like from today? What do I want to keep for tomorrow? And what do I want to do differently? And it's this kind of evolving process. And so it was, again, really empowering for me to kind of have that focus for myself as well, and to be able to then share that with my clients. And so that was, living really intentionally from April, which I mentioned that year, and to build and grow kind of the coaching work that I was doing. One of the challenges around going through this journey from a mental health perspective is that ultimately this uncertainty and really not knowing. And I think the challenge is often we walk down the street or people walking around, we think life's certain. And maybe COVID for many has proved that the uncertainty is real, but we all forget very quickly. And I think that's the anxiety, the overwhelm of, I've mentioned this already, if my device is going to go off or not, that's definitely one thing. I can't choose when I'm feeling great or not. I remember my doctor telling me it's like clouds in the sky, it just comes and goes. And there's no rhyme or reason or justification for why one day I might not feel great and another day. I know my sleep definitely does have a big impact on that. If I'm not feeling great, if I've not slept enough, I can really feel that in my body. The importance of being able to take the time and the energy and do what you need to do and listening to your body, I think that's, from an intuition point of view, has come more and more important. And there have been days, definitely, if I'm not feeling well, that I just need to lie down. And going from someone that would kind of push through and just carry on, it does take a big shift. But I'd really encourage you to think about, if you are suffering or feeling challenged with something, to try and listen to your body more, be more intuitive, because I think your body does know, and there are signs or other things to tell you from a slowing down perspective. And I know, super interesting, and my Apple Watch, which I'll talk about more a bit later on, has been really significant and actually given me some peace of mind. And when I know I'm not feeling well, generally I have a lie down, and a few hours later my Apple Watch then will go off, and the timing that I wasn't feeling well, it will corroborate and tell me that was basically the time that you should have not been doing. The more it's continued, the more I feel like I'm really great at doing that. And again, setting up your lifestyle so that does work for you. And I think a lot of other people, I know in the support groups, I hear people like, I'm working this and I've got this deadline, and you can just hear it's just not conducive or supportive in the lifestyle that they need. And I know not everyone maybe has the choice, but my argument is everyone does have the choice, and you could create it in a better way. And so, yeah, I think that's like really, really important. I've gone through various stages of just thinking, maybe like many people do, what's the point? It's like, I've got this heart condition, might die. Why should I bother get up? Why should I bother? And I remember being diagnosed like quite early on, and before my coaching work, being just in this kind of limbo stage. And I think definitely what kicked me out of it was doing something, I'm going to say, the word's getting my mind, erratic, crazy, like going to Mykonos was a completely counter to like how I was feeling. And I think it was a really empowering way of just going, okay, I'm going to go and live, and I'm going to go and do this. And yes, head in the sand a little bit, but I think it's really important to focus, and it's difficult to do when you're in that rut, and it is challenging, and you are like, what is the point? It is then about kind of digging deep. And that's why just the simplicity that I came up with, and this structure of one client a day, that's like, it is a point and it is enough. I saw a great video about this guy saying, I think it was in the Navy, about making your bed every day and just getting up, make your bed, so that you get back into bed that night and you know you've done something, and however small that is. And I think that's what's really kept me focused and level-headed in a really positive way, having my clients, having that simple focus. And it's so counter before to running a startup and to growing and building something, and again, all that work, to going, okay, I'm going to do 1 hour a day. And yeah, sometimes I do more 1 hour a day, and I've got other projects, and I'm speaking, I'm doing various things, but it's really rewarding just to have that kind of almost that reset and just that simple focus. So I'd really encourage you to think, what do I want to spend my time doing? And again, with the condition and I've made decisions, it's so much easier also when I don't want to do something, or I'm at an event, I'm not enjoying it, I just leave. And I don't have any pressure around it. I'm just like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to do this. And it's so freeing, because I think so many times we live for other people, do other things, or expectations we think to. And it definitely helps like create some clarity that I think can be also super useful. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out the British Heart Foundation, Cardiomyopathy UK, and Save 9 Lives for more information. Why not comment on the video, tell me what you think, or ask a question, and subscribe to the channel to continue to follow my journey.